Yep, just fired up the live stream, John. Running another several hour test tonight, doing a few razzes to pass the time. Hmm. All right. Just got home a few minutes ago. So I'm getting some stuff put together while we get rolling here. The David Johnson is actually sold out, John. So you wouldn't be able to grab one of those tonight anyways. David Johnson sold out. The Steve Smith, it has 2 spots left. The Jabari Parker would be your best bet at 9 spots left, I believe. Hey, what's going on, Greg? But yes, the David Johnson is sold out. Just getting some packages thrown together for stuff that sold today while I'm waiting. Yeah, the David Johnson is sold out. We'll be doing that Raz first. We still have the Jabari Parker available. We still have the Steve Smith with 2 spots. The Jared Goff has 5. And while I'm thinking about it, John, I will talk to you about this offline because I'm not going to try to work deals on the live stream. But there's the first Jason Verrett that I just came across. Literally, it was just sitting on a stack right here by my break table. That's the first Jason Verrett. That one's numbered out of 399. Then we got Topps Platinum. That one is not numbered. That was a redemption, I believe. And then Bowman Sterling. So there you go, John. Those were the three that I've found real quick that literally were just sitting right there. I kind of figured most people have the Verrett from Sterling. It was pretty common. Okay. All right, so as we stand right now, the David Johnson is full, which I've mentioned. The Steve Smith is at 8, so there's 2 left. The Goff is at 5, so 5 left. The Jabari Parker has only moved 1 so far, so there's 9 left on Jabari Parker. So, if anybody else wants to grab spots, we're going to start with the David Johnson here in about 10 minutes. Going to give people a chance to get on. Let's see. All right, so see who's all in this one. The David Johnson. All right, so I saw we got Greg. We're missing, is Tyler in here? Or Tyler, are you Elite Gamer? Then we still need Anthony and Jeremy. Okay, so we're going to start off with the David Johnson tonight. Excuse me. All right, good. There you go. Anthony's in here. Greg's in here. Tyler. Not sure if Tyler is Elite Gamer 25. And then we're still waiting on Jeremy. Yep, I see you right there, Anthony. Perfect. And before we get going tonight, I'm going to remind you guys that we have made a slight change to our Christian McCaffrey jersey promo. If you did not catch the announcement last night or on Twitter, it was supposed to be a three-break promo. We were going to tie 3 breaks together, and every spot you got in those breaks got you entered to win the jersey. We have changed it to be 2 breaks. So it's going to be the honors case break and the encased case break. They're going to be breaking as soon as you guys get your spots. 32 spots in each. The honors is a random team, and that one I'm anticipating probably filling first, because after our last case break, we had over 40 people say that they would get into another case break, and I know several of you guys mentioned that you'd probably even grab multiple spots. So this is going to be something where once it really starts filling up, it's going to fly fairly quick once people are grabbing their spots. And I'll say this: get your spots, earlier, because the faster we fill it, the faster we'll break. So everybody that said that they wanted in, if everybody gets their spots in the next couple of days, we'll pick the case up and get it here, and we'll break it within a few days. So I mean that way we're not waiting too long, and that's how we're going to do the next few breaks going forward. Is the sooner you guys get your spots, the sooner we will break. That's I think that's a solid plan, and we'll kind of leave it up to the participants as to how fast we get breaks done. I've had quite a few people lately who have, after the break being posted for 3-4 weeks, say they missed out. Well, when it's posted for 3 weeks, did you really miss out? So if people want to break sooner, go jump in. We'll set the break up, and there we go, and then we're good to go. Make it a little bit easier, and hopefully get things moving faster. All right, so I'm going to get the David Johnson loaded. If I could type, would definitely help. All right, those 10 spots are loaded. I'm going to give the guys a few more minutes to get in here. But I think what we're gonna do, we've had decent success with filling these up so far. A couple of the little bit more expensive cards obviously have taken a little bit longer. But I think what we're gonna do from now on, because I don't want to be a razzer. That's not what my intention is with this. This was just kind of while we're running a live stream. This just is entertaining for us, and can still get some cards in people's hands for moderately cheap. So I think what we're going to do going forward is we've created a Raz page on our website. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep it up, and we are going to do a couple of Razes for each live stream that we do. So when we do our case breaks, we will load 2, 3, maybe 4 cards tops, and we'll use those as a filler between our breaks, and we'll do some Raz giveaways, or some Raz drawings, I should say, as fillers between our breaks. And that way, it's not just some dead air with nothing going on. Granted, yes, I have a lot of stuff to move and put away when we're doing when we wrap up breaks, but I think this will be a good little step in filling some extra time that we have to keep everybody entertained. If you guys feel differently about that, if you have any thoughts one way or another, don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. If there's certain types of cards you want to see, whether it's you want to see more basketball, or you want to see particular teams, or you want to see this, or you want to see a certain price range, don't hesitate to message me. If you want to see some ideas we've been bouncing off of, is doing a couple of lots where it's 10, 12 cards in a lot. Maybe they're all $1 or $2 cards, because it's kind of hard to do a Raz for a $2 card, because then you're at the point where shipping isn't even worth it, because then I have to charge, basically it'd be $1 per person for 5 people, and then once the fee is involved, and it just doesn't, it's not worth shipping it. So if we did lots of maybe 5, 6, 10, 12, 20 cards, whatever, that are all cheaper, if that's something you guys want to see, like I said, I'm open to suggestions on this kind of stuff, because it's not anything I'm looking at turning this real big for us, but just kind of a fun addition to some of our breaks. And it doesn't take long for me to throw a card up on our website for a Raz. So literally, I can put 4 cards up on the website in 15 minutes. It's not really that hard. So, and some of this stuff I'm getting back into my old computer programming days, and I can go and manipulate some of this stuff. So, it's getting to the point with some of this stuff I don't even have to have IT here to make changes. I can do it myself on our website. So, like I said, if there's any suggestions, any comments, any tips, or anything that you think that I should incorporate, feel free to message via Facebook or Twitter or email. I'm always open to suggestions on stuff. So obviously, it's got to be stuff that is feasible. You know, somebody last night was joking around and said, "Oh, you should do a giveaway with your Raz." And I go, "Why? But if I'm razzing off a card that's only costing you $4 to get in on, what would be the point of a giveaway? The card is basically being given away at that point." So, like I said, some stuff that's more feasible, it would be appreciated. So, but anyway, so we are. I saw. Did Jeremy? Did you get on yet? Tyler, are you on? I see Anthony's on. Greg's on. I just want to make sure our guys are all loaded up for the Raz that we're doing. And I want to make sure you guys can all hear me okay, right? If you're having issues hearing me, speak up. Haha, that's a joke. If you can hear me, say something, please. I want to make sure that my sound is okay. I've been, for some reason, my encoding software has been changing my setting on my microphone when as soon as I log out. So I just want to make sure that it's still transmitting sound clear enough. All right, I'm not getting any responses from you guys, so hopefully, hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect. Like I said, the settings have been changing on me when I log out, so I just want to make sure that it didn't change on me this time. Yeah, that Jabari is a nice card. On card auto numbered out of 30. Really nice card. Really nice card. So the Steve Smith, we're only 2 spots away from filling the Steve Smith, so we can run that one. I'm excited to send that to somebody, but at the same time, it's such a beautiful card. I'm not a Steve Smith fan, but it's a beautiful card, and so I'm excited to send that to somebody. But at the same time, I'm kind of bummed to ship it out. It's like I was with the Brett Favre that Don got from Honors. Man, the Brett Favre and the Emmitt Smith. That one-of-one Brett Favre was just insane. And packaging it up, I'm not a Brett Favre fan in the least, but packaging that card up and sending it away was kind of brought a tear to my eye almost. At least I knew it was going to a good home. You know, the guys that you guys that are that do this stuff with me are I'm confident with where the cards are going, so I feel good about it. I'm going to shoot messages to two of them real quick, to Tyler and to Jeremy. Make sure that they know. Alright, while I wait for responses real quick, I'm going to go grab my standard beverage. Alright. Okay, so Tyler just messaged me. He's jumping on right now. Okay. Yeah, that David Johnson's a nice card too. Unfortunately, not an on-card auto, but numbered out of 99, which is nice. Nice lower number, under 100. Okay. All right, there you go. Tyler is on. No problem at all, Tyler. I'm just waiting on Jeremy. So, we still have the Jared Goff with 5 open spots. We still have the Steve Smith with 2 open spots. The Jabari Parker, 9 open spots. Kind of figured that Jabari Parker would be moving fairly quick. And the Goff. Okay. I'm going to give Jeremy just another minute here before we get rolling. If he ends up being late, then so be it. I know he will understand. All right, well, we are going to oh, we just had somebody buy in on. There you go. The Jabari Parker just had 2 spots move. Okay, Jabari. All right, guys, we are going to do the David Johnson at the moment while we get things kicked off. All right. So the way we're going to do this, as we did last night, we roll a die. We're starting with the David Johnson. The David Johnson was the first one to fill today. So we're going to roll a standard 6-sided die that we use for all of our random needs. That we are going to roll this die. The amount of times that come up on the die roll is how many times we are going to randomize the list using random.org, the website that we use for all of our random needs. So we are going to roll our 6-sided die, except the one rule, as with all Sports Stuff Hub related randomizings. I'm trying to coin my own words here with off the word random. We never accept a 1. We never, ever, ever will randomize a list 1 time. Okay? So we're going to, if we roll a 1 right here, we're going to re-roll, just so you know. All right, we're going to start off. We're going to roll. That is a 6. You can see it there on the bottom of your screen. I believe you can all see that. If not, there you go. So good luck to everybody. We're starting off with our David Johnson. I'm going to pull the camera up here to our random list. Here is our list of our 10 combatants. If I can get it to focus there, would help. Come on. There you go. There is our 10 combatants. And as I said, we use random.org. So we are going to go Here we go, starting with number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Tyler. Tyler's winning the David Johnson. Congratulations, Tyler, starting off the night with a win. Tyler winning the David Johnson. Congratulations again, Tyler. All right, Tyler getting the first win of the night. Okay, now I got to get a picture of our random list. No, I understand that, John, but that's the thing that they did about it though is they made sure that they weren't stamped so that they could be sent out as uncirculated cards. Because yeah, I saw that, Bob. Because the uncirculated cards, technically, people aren't quite as up to speed on them. They've never been packaged. A lot of the times, you get the buyback autos and all that kind of stuff, and they are pre-stamped, and then they sign them again, or they do whatever, and then they hand number them, and it's got 2 sequential numbers on it. That I don't agree with. The way they did these, I really am impressed with how Panini did honors. It's the first big win that I've seen from them in a long time, and having them done this way, I really like how they did them. I'm glad they did not stamp this set actually with the way they did the Recollection series. You are very welcome, Tyler. Glad that I could assist you in your first Raz win in however long it's been. Welcome, Bob. Glad to see you could make it on tonight. I'm gonna update the list of how many spots are left and everything. Okay. So the Steve Smith only has 2 spots left. Who's gonna jump in and close this break out, or close this Raz out? Like I said earlier, we've got plenty of time tonight, and if people want to do a few more Razes, I am more than happy to upload a few more cards onto the website because it doesn't take long at all. can do some. We can always do some cards that are $1 and $2 spots up to up to $20 spots. We can do anything you guys want to do. I mean, if you really want, we could get into some nicer stuff. There's 7 spots left on the Parker, Jordan. We could get into something like this. Russell Wilson, rookie auto, die cut relic, numbered out of 50. We could do Bowman Chrome, Marcus Mariota, auto rookie card. We could do Carson Wentz, glove patch auto, numbered out of 25. So lots of neat stuff that we could put up there. Yeah, there's 7 spots left on the Parker at the moment. Should move fairly quickly. We get a few more basketball guys in here. So we got 2 spots left on Steve Smith. 2 spots left. Yeah, $2 to $3 spots aren't bad. I mean, I could always do it if you guys would be interested. I can always do a couple of little bit higher end stuff and open it up to 15 or 20 spots. I'm okay with that as well. I just figured 10 spots keeps everybody's odds pretty good. So, because that way, if you only get 1 spot, 10% chance of winning is still a lot better than a 5% chance out of 20. So, I just figured that might not be a bad thing. Let's see what other. I do need to get some more basketball going on here. I'm gonna probably throw up a hockey card or two in the next series. The problem is trying to get the hockey people in to these Razzes. That's the struggle. The struggle is real. Okay. Who's moving next, guys? Who's moving next? like I said, Greg, I would love to do more hockey for you guys, but nobody's no, you know, it's not been going as popular. Excuse me, not been going as popular as I'd hoped. You know, black was a fun break, and I've got the other one, our number two case break currently listed. It's been a bit of a slow mover, I'll admit. So hopefully some people will get into the breaks so that I can run some more hockey breaks for you hockey fans. So I know Brad and Deb and the other Brad. There's actually two Brads, and then you, Greg, so far are in for hockey stuff, but gotta get a few more people. All right, who's getting into the next Raz? Let's get that Steve Smith going. Yes, Curtis is technically accurate, but at the same time, technically a minor, and well, not even just technically. He is just a minor. Um, so Brad counts technically as getting two teams. Then Greg, stop trying to make it count more than it is. All right, if you guys know anybody else that would like a shot at that Steve Smith, let them know. Just two lonely spots left. Just two. So not very many to go. So get your buddies in on this as well, and let's get this sent out to somebody. The Jared Goff's only got 5 to go. Oh boy. But anyways, I was saying before, we are probably going to incorporate some of these Raz sessions into our breaks as some intermediate fillers between our breaks. We're not going to get heavy on them. Maybe do 2, 3, maybe 4 tops a night when we do our live streams for our case breaks. So hopefully you guys all jump into stuff like that and keep it going. Obviously, it's not a big deal. It's it's literally just cards that are sitting here that we're throwing up to get them into people's hands. If people don't join in, it's an easy thing for us to kill. It's not a big deal, but we created the page on our web page for the Razzes. So it's actually pretty simple. It's not a huge time investment for us. It's just kind of one of those things that if people want to jump in as kind of a fun extra to do with us, then great. If not, then it's not anything. It's not a big loss on our end. So not a big deal if the Raz thing does not work out in the long run. So breaking is our focus. Obviously, our passion is breaking, and we are going to continue to do our case breaks as our internet gets better. So we very excited to get back to breaking. Hopefully, we're going to be back to having confidence in our internet so that we can be live streaming our breaks again this week. So before I jump the gun and just throw a case down in front of the camera, I want to make sure that things are working properly, because that's what happened last time. Was after Comcast told us that we were all good to go, we did our live stream the next a couple of days later, and everything went okay. Then we went live again the very next time and had a massive collapse of internet connection. So that's why I'm doing multiple nights here, so I can get testing done, and I can check our entire length of live stream, how many frames encoded versus how many frames dropped. You guys, if you don't understand encoding software, then you probably won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's just basically how much data is processed. So that's what I'm running these tests to see, so that I can be confident before I sink the knife into another case, another sealed case, because I did not really enjoy having to finish off our ClearVision case last time without the camera being on. That actually kind of really frustrated me, and I want to make sure that I have full confidence in our internet before we get back to it. So with that said, though, we have multiple breaks listed on our website right now. We did our drawing for our ClearVision break from last week that goes towards our Absolute. We're doing a free case break of Panini Absolute Football 2016. It's the Retail Premium, which is it's about a $40 retail box at Target. There's 2 spots left on the Steve Smith, Bob. 2 spots left. So anyway, the Absolute is a 20-box factory sealed case. It's the Retail Premium Absolute, which is about a $39.99 box at Target. And what you get in a box is 1 auto and 1 memorabilia on top of all the base cards and parallels and inserts. I think it's 4 packs or something like that. But anyway, so there's 1 auto and 1 memorabilia per pack. So per box. So there's 40 total hits, 20 autos, 20 memorabilia cards, and this is an entirely free case break. The way you get in, we've already given away 16 teams in this case break. We did our drawing last night for the 4 spots from our ClearVision break. So when you get your spots in the breaks that qualify for this free case break, we randomly draw teams out of a box at completely random for people to win a team. So the 16 teams we've given away already, we have 3 more breaks that'll get qualified for the Absolute case break. That's Preferred NFL, and that's a pick your team case break. That's going to be the next break we do. So once we get back up to being able to confidently live stream, we will be breaking Preferred NFL. We also have a full case of Origins NFL, and it'll probably be the last case we ever get our hands on, because it's a very limited product now, as it's sold out at Panini. It is sold out at Panini, and the price has gone up drastically since it was released. And so it's been tougher to get our hands on. There's not many sealed cases left in the country, and so we got our hands on one, and we're splitting it up into 2 breaks: an 8-box pick your team break and an 8-box hit draft. Bob, I have no idea what you mean. 2 for what do you mean? But anyway, so a hit draft, which is a guaranteed hit. There's 24 spots. There's 24 hits in the 8 boxes. So you're guaranteed a hit, and then we'll take any sequential numbered base cards parallels, and those will also get drafted as well on the second round of the draft. And then I'll just take and divide up all the remaining base cards that aren't parallels. They'll just randomly go to the participants. So that's going to be a fun break, and so 8 spots for our absolute case break will be awarded in the preferred NFL break, and then 8 spots throughout the Origins complete case. So 4 spots in the PYT, 4 spots in the hit draft will win a spot in absolute. And just a heads up for the absolute case break, the free absolute case break, the Cowboys have not been pulled yet, nor have the Eagles been pulled yet. So very good chance out of the 16 teams left that you could end up with the Cowboys or the Eagles. Then our next promo is our Christian McCaffrey jersey, autographed Stanford jersey with COA from Beckett. We will be giving that away. That we have 2 breaks: a case break of 2016 Panini Honors random team style at $57 per spot, and then a pick your team break of 2016 Panini Encased. Those 2 case breaks will combine to make our Christian McCaffrey promo. So every spot you get in those 2 breaks will earn you a spot in our random drawing for our Christian McCaffrey jersey. So make sure you get in and check that out. Get your spots there. Those breaks, the sooner that they fill, the sooner we break. It's a pretty simple concept. You guys want to break them sooner? Get your spots sooner. Once we fill, we'll break. So, because I'm not gonna shortchange the promo the promo breaks for the McCaffrey, because people are not getting in because they think that they don't have odds, at 1 in 64. But if 12 people only get in, then it's not 1 in 64. So we're not breaking until we fill. And with honors, we've had over 40 people from after our last honors break. Over 40 people said that they would get in if we did another case. So I've put it up, and now I'm just waiting to see those 40 people scramble to get their spots. If everybody gets their spots in the next 48 hours, I'll get the case and we will break this week. I have no problem doing that. No problem. I will make an exception to break an extra night or something as soon as our live stream is fully confident that it will stay on. I'll break any night. If you guys sell out a case break, I will go get it and break it that night if I have to. So just keep that in mind. I will break at any point. Okay, we got Looks like a couple of people looking at some spots on the Razes right now. Let's finish getting these things filled up. Let's see here. We're still waiting on Jeremy to get in. Dawn, did Dawn get in yet? I have not seen Dawn on the message board. Sweaty. I have not seen Sweaty on the message board. So we're still waiting on several people here. All right, let's message Sweaty. What the heck? God, sometimes I hate my tablet. And Jeremy Craddy. All right, who else are we missing that's supposed to be on? Dawn. I saw Anthony was on. There we go. Okay. All right, well, somebody has added Steve Smith to their shopping cart, I can see. Get that one moved, and we will be down to one left. All right, there we go. All right, we have 9 spots taken on the Smith. There's only 1 spot left. 1 spot left on the Steve Smith. One spot left for Steve Smith. Who's gonna grab it? right, one spot left. I have never noticed there was a crown on my thing. I wonder when that started. There it is. There it is. Steve Smith is filled. All right, I'm going to go pull that button down. All right. We're about to razz the Steve Smith. We've got that one filled up. And the Jabari Parker Greg has 3 sold in it so far. Had a couple people ask how many spots were left and then never bought spots. So we're sitting at that right now. The Jared Goff has 5 spots left. The Jabari Parker has 7 spots left. All right. Make sure this is updated. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Okay, posting this up real quick. Okay, so making sure, did we get Don on? Did we get Jeremy on? Did we get Sweaty on? Okay, well, I've messaged everybody. I've tweeted at them. I've tagged them. So next is I'm going to get the randomizer loaded. If you want in on the last two remaining Razes that we have listed, go grab your spots now. The sooner people jump in, the sooner we can Raz them off. And if you guys want to do more razzing, if we can fill all these up and get them moving, I'll add more stuff. I have no problem doing that. I've said it already. Sweaty Dawn. Okay. 10 spots loaded. Steve Smith is up next. Dice roll. If you're new to a Raz with us, we roll a die. That tells us how many times we are going to randomize our list. This is a standard 6-sided Yahtzee die. And this tells us how many times we are going to click the random button on random.org. All 10 participants' names, which actually, well, it's not really 10 participants. All participants' names of the 10 spots are listed on random.org. I will then roll a die. I will then click the random in accordance to how many times the die tells us to. Oh, magic die. And here at Sports Stuff Hub, we do not accept ones for random lists. We do not. We will re-roll if we have a 1. I am throwing the die in the air to get it as mixed up as possible. I want it to be confused. I want it to give us a good number. I don't want a 1. I despise ones. So here we go, people, is our roll. I confused it too much. It rolled a 1. Back to another roll. And it went to the number 3. So we are going to take our list and we are going to randomize it 3 times for that Steve Smith patch auto 1 of 1. Hope that didn't make you guys sick. Okay. Up to our screen. There you have it. Your combatants. Focus. There we go. Your combatants. Where's my mouse? There we go. Are you guys ready? Good luck, everybody. 1, 2, and 3. Rich. Rich with his first Raz with us, which is not hard to do considering it's only our 4th Raz. Rich taking home the Steve Smith patch auto honors. Congratulations, Rich. All right. I'll fill out a tag for this one. This one. Rich. Grab a piece of painter's tape. All right, so the Steve Smith has been won. Very cool, John. Okay, guys. So next we've got the Jabari Parker and the Jared Goff. Jabari Parker at $4 a spot. Jared Goff at $9 a spot. Who's going to finish these off? Oh, gotta take a picture of the random list before I delete it. Always keep record of a random list, guys. It's my word of advice to you. Yeah, that J being cut off on the sticker. It sucks, but that's one of the reasons why why it would go for 90 versus going for 120 plus. some of the other ones I've seen have been up over 100. Heck, one guy's got the quad swatch auto numbered out of 15. He's got it listed for a buy it now of 160. That's a little excessive in my mind. But there's a good chance Goff is going to be the starter this year in Rams camp with the new coaching regime there. All right, so Jabari Parker and Jared Goff still on the table. That Jabari Parker should be moving fast at $4 each. I'm surprised didn't. I'm actually shocked that one didn't sell out first. It's a nice on-card. I'll get this in here closer so you guys can see it. On-card auto, Jabari Parker, numbered 18 of 30. If I can get this to focus. Come on. Come on, there you go. Jabari Parker, on-card auto, 18 of 30, Panini Gala. I think what I might do for our next live stream, Greg will like this one. I think I'm going to put this one up on our next live stream for a Raz. Jordan Howard, Infinity autograph, numbered out of 288. 81 of 288. Jordan Howard. So probably going to put that one up for the next round of Razes. Hopefully we can close these. Well, I'm going to keep the live stream open for about another 2 hours. I'm not going to be razzing the whole time unless people want me to, but I need to run my live stream at least 2.5 hours so I can get an accurate window of for my data. So because we've had issues where we've started okay and then it's gotten bad around 8 o'clock my time, and then and as the night goes on it gets worse and worse. So I need to do anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5, 4-ish hours. So I'm gonna be on till I'm gonna leave the live stream on regardless of what we do until about 9 o'clock my time at least. And I'm not live streaming to do the Razzes. I'm actually live streaming to run tests. The Razzes are just kind of entertainment factor while I'm doing this. I literally, when I turned it on, I got so freaking bored sitting in here monitoring it that I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do some Razzes or something. At least some entertainment. Yeah, I figured you'd like that, Greg. I've got those couple of Verits out. I don't recall because I'm pretty sure I had all the Chargers stuff sitting out already. I don't recall if I'm going to have any other Verits stuck away anywhere. But no, you don't need to stay up to talk to see any more Verits. If I go digging for them tonight, I can message you tonight. You'll see it regardless in the morning. I can't ship out till tomorrow anyways, so it's not going to be a big deal. Another form of entertainment. Well, that's the thing though, is I have to be careful that I'm not doing anything copyright infringement. But really, I mean, it was a possibility of putting some cards in people's hands by doing some razzing, or leave it sit blank, and if you guys hopped on and saw it, it would just be a dead screen. So that's really my options at the moment, because I'm not going to break until I'm confident enough that the stream won't kill us. So I'm not going to crack the seal on a case with the potential of the live stream going out on me. I'm not gonna do that till I've ran several nights of testing to make sure that we are that were actually good. So as far as what else to do with cards outside of case breaks and razzes, I'm open to suggestions. Whatever you guys want to do. I mean, if you want, I'll grab one of my buddies and we could do a sports chat, a sports chat news segment. I mean, shit, I used to be on the radio. It would be very simple for me to get a couple of people and sit here and do sports a sports analysis live stream. We actually, I'm actually talking to a buddy of mine right now who's a writer, and we're actually working out doing a podcast. So that's hopefully we will be setting up a podcast soon. Copyright infringement. If I put music on, I had to stop putting my music on because I was getting flagged by YouTube for copyright infringement. So that's why I'm not putting music on. Now, if I took away anything monetary related, because I'm listed as a business, if I took away anything monetary related to my YouTube channel, then it wouldn't be an issue. But because I'm listed as a business, and this is technically what they list me as for for profit, then it's I can't put anything on there with logos or labels that I'm not paying for. No, I'm not going to do any blasters. Blasters are a waste of my time. That and I try not to support retail products. Can you be a part of the podcast? You're more than welcome, Greg. When we get it going, you're more than welcome to call in. We'll be doing segments like that quite a bit. The podcast is going to be a live in studio podcast. One of my buddies, he turned a room in his house into I guess so to speak, a sound room. So we'll have microphones and everything in there, and we'll be doing a podcast like that. But thank you for the suggestions, though, John. But no, I'm not going to do blasters. I've done a few blasters, and it's, in my opinion, a huge waste of my money. Especially because I'm not a collector, so I don't break for my own gains or for my own collection. So the only thing that I'd be hoping to pull out of a blaster would be something big that I would be able to pay for the blaster. Because anytime I buy a box of something, it's taking away from money that I have to put towards cases to do my case breaks, because I have to pay for the cases up front. I can't just wait and collect money from all the participants and then go buy my stuff, because half the stuff I have to order in to begin with, and I have to have it paid for to start with. And Bob from around the corner. There you go, Greg. But no, blasters you'll rarely see. The only time I'll ever bring blasters onto here is if I'm doing a comparison of buying blasters to buying hobby. I've done that a few times because a lot of people swear by blasters, and I've seen some really good stuff pulled out of blasters. But the problem is that your odds of hitting are way lower. Oh, John, I'm not saying that it's not possible to pull out good cards from blasters. Not saying that at all. But for me, to invest money into buying blasters to put on a live stream that I'm not doing any breaks on, is me tying up money that now I have to try to resell those cards to make the money up, when that money I should be putting towards more case breaks. So it's for me, it's not business smart. Contenders is usually always a good value, though. It's not just today. It's always going to be. It's one of the most coveted one of the most coveted products in sports cards in today's market. The rookie tickets, the championship tickets, the Super Bowl tickets. Those autos are big, especially when you get the parallels with the on card. That's where the value can really come out of them. But like I said, for me, buying boxes isn't business smart, because the odds of you making your money back are low. And for me, because I'm not aiming for a particular card, in there except for paying for the box. That's just me tying money up in a box. So I bought a couple of boxes of Optic because a bunch of people were saying how awesome it was, and the cards I pulled out of it were okay. I ended up pulling a Dak Prescott relic, numbered out of 150, and then pulled an Ezekiel Elliott rated rookie and a Dak Prescott rated rookie, which those each sold for $6, and then the relic sold for 20. So yeah, so I paid for my two blasters, but that was money that I then spent just to turn around and have the money go back to my account. So it was me tying up money for 3 weeks before I got the money back, and I ended up with the same amount of money. So it's just not. It doesn't pencil out for me as a business. Let's just put it that way. If I was just going about it collecting, sure, yeah, But I still, even when I was buying stuff on the regular like that, I stayed away from blasters just because the frequency of hitting cards that are worth the value of the product were astronomically lower than the hobby boxes. And now in today's world, you can buy hobby boxes without going to a card shop. You can buy your hobby boxes from DA. You can buy your hobby boxes from Blowout. Hell, you can buy your hobby boxes from Sports Stuff Hub. That's an interesting company that I've seen some great things come out of their company in the last over the last year. Just kidding, shameless plug of myself. But anyway, the odds of hitting value in a blaster are way lower than spending the extra money in doing a hobby box. The amount of money that you'll invest buying 3 blasters, you could get yourself a nice hobby box and end up with a way better amount of hits and way better quality hits. So I'm not trying to preach to anybody, and I'm not trying to sell anything on to anybody. I'm just talking in general, hobby versus retail. I work in construction. It's the same type of thing. Buying wholesale products versus buying retail products from your Lowe's and Home Depots. It's the same type of thing. It's the quality of what's in them. The quality at the wholesale side of things for a hobby shop or for a retailer is going to be better than your Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, that kind of stuff. So I've been dealing with it for 20 years, 20 plus years. So I was fortunate enough when I lived in Minnesota to have card shops within a drivable distance on the regular. So granted, that was still back in the age of a flurry of brick and mortar card shops being everywhere across the country. I mean, got back in the 90s, small towns of 1,000 people had card shops in them because the kids kept them afloat. And then the golden age of internet came to be and wiped out most of them because um, a guy sitting in his mom's basement can go get a business license and a resale certificate and invest $200,000 of his money into cases of cards and then distribute those cards at cheaper prices than what a wholesaler or than what a local card shop will sell them at. And because his overhead is way lower, he's just made a bunch more money than what the card shop did. So that's like I said, it was kind of the early 2000s was the death of the local card shop for the most part. There's still some out there that do well, and there's a lot of people that are loyal to them. But I'm a big supporter of going to the local card shops. Big supporter of that. Regardless of the fact that I have an online, that I have a website, that I sell boxes, that I sell singles, I still, if anybody comes to me and says, hey, the card shop has this, I flat out tell them, go buy it at the card shop, please. I want the card shops to survive. Absolutely. Absolutely. But no, John, you don't have to stay up all night tonight to look at any more Verits. Like I said, I'll message you. I'll message you. I'll send you pictures of them later tonight. Nothing's gonna ship out today, anyways. So don't worry about it. But anyway, what I was talking about with the podcast, this next football season. So this is when we're aiming for it. Because my buddy who's a big or who's a writer, he's a big football fan, much like myself, and so we are working on details to have us a podcast for the football season. Whether it goes beyond the football season, we shall see. But it's just going to kind of be one of those fun football chats. As far as how much news is going to be talked about on it, it's more going to be, it's not going to be, we're not going to be focusing on breaking news. We're not going to have insiders that are giving us tips and all this kind of stuff. A lot of it's just going to be analysis on our part, our opinions. I don't really care what the quote unquote experts say on a lot of stuff. We base our own opinions every day. Greg and I sit there and talk football, talk baseball, and we're just going to turn it in from your average everyday Joe conversations to a podcast. So that's kind of what we're going to focus on doing. We'll try to keep the big words to a minimum. We're not going to try to confuse anybody. Just kidding, guys. But it's just gonna be about fun. It's gonna be about just BSing. We'll have some open ended call in type stuff where people can call and share their opinion, ask questions, all that stuff. We'll be doing fantasy advice. So we'll be doing all kinds of stuff like that. So more of that will be shared as the summer progresses. Absolutely, Greg. They are. That's one thing. I could sit there and talk sports all day long. That's why if this podcast goes well, it could turn into potential career direction change for myself or for my buddy. So we'll see. We're not banking anything on it. I've done my radio days. It was a lot of fun. I never really looked at it as what was going to turn into a career, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, Greg, I mean, I sit there and BS with you, BS sports or cards with you all the time. There's quite a few other guys that I'll sit there and chat sports with quite a bit. All right, there we go. We got another mover on the Jabari Parker. That's funny. We got another Richard. That's two in one night. Two Richards. Two different Richards. Both of them their first time. True. Absolutely, Greg. That's one of the great things about talking sports with your buddies. It does help pass the time, and it's the other big thing too is it's for a lot of people it's therapy. Way too many people stress about politics. Way too many people stress about things that are going on in the world that they have no effect on. I'm not going to sit here and get into a political rant about stuff, but being able to have an outlet like sports, that you can have people that you've never met in your life, that you get along with like you've been friends for most of your life, that you can chat with on a social media site, and you can BS sports or you can BS sports cards and stuff like that. It can be it can be a big stress relief for people who have stressful jobs or just are going through some issues in their lives. Maybe they have some family issues, or maybe they have some work issues or something, and that's one thing that I've always looked at since I was a little kid, was sports were a way for me to play, for an outlet of being able to release frustrations, but B was to be able to talk to my friends or talk to people who maybe I didn't have anything else in common with, and there was that middle ground that we could connect with, and so that was always my thing with sports, and I've never let that go, and I never will. I will always enjoy a good, thorough opinion conversation of sports. Um, and I'm big with stats. I'm a numbers guy, and so I love quoting stats. That's been one of the things that a lot of my friends and stuff will be like, dude, how the heck do you remember that stuff? And part of it is because of fantasy sports, fantasy football in general. I've never done fantasy baseball or fantasy basketball or anything like that. But I'm a big fantasy football junkie. I used to run about 20 to 30 leagues a year, and it was pretty intense, to the point my ex-wife used to get pissed off at me because I spent so much time with fantasy football. All right, so Richard Hardy has grabbed a spot in the Jabari Parker. Yeah, see, and fantasy baseball, I guess, I never really got into it. I guess part of it is the fact that I'm so addicted to fantasy football, and I'm just so addicted to football in general. I love to watch the Mariners. I'm not a huge baseball fan outside of the Mariners. I've just been a Mariners fan since I was a kid, and watching the Mariners was always, and now that I live out here, going to the games is just a blast. Um, and I pay attention to the rest of the league. I'm not going to say that I don't, or that I'm oblivious to anything. But I do pay attention to the rest of the league as far as who's leading, who the big teams are, who the hot players are. Because I number one, partly because I'm a sports cards enthusiast, so I kind of know a little bit about everything. Um, but but then also with basketball as well. I don't really watch basketball. I'm a huge diehard Sonics fan, and look where that got me in life. But I pay attention to what's going on. I may not always pay attention to what the records are for everybody, but I see all the tweets and all this kind of stuff. But football is my passion. I'm not gonna lie, football is my passion. All right, one more spot in the Jabari Parker. Nathan. All right, so we're at 5 spots left for each. 5 spots left. That Jabari Parker is a beauty. Nice on card auto. Yeah, see, and that's the thing is I haven't come across many of his autos in the baseball product we've done. I don't think I've pulled an auto of Correa yet. Pulled several nice relics and patches, but no autos of Correa that come to mind. One of the first boxes that I bought of 2016 Diamond Kings, last year's Diamond Kings, I bought two boxes. Each box had a Kyle Schwarber auto and a Carlos Correa relic patch. So it was two boxes. So I ended up with two Correas and two Schwarbers in two boxes out of the same case, which was kind of kind of like one of those lightning strike type of things. You know, how often are you going to get back to back boxes? And they weren't the same cards either. The Schwarber, they were two different Schwarbers, and the Correas were two different Correas as well. Correa and Trout auto in the same box. Damn. That's a. Oh, same case. Okay. Oh, no, no. Same box? Wow. That's crazy. That's one hell of a box. What brand of product was it? I mean, depending on if it's a high end, if it's a high end, then I could understand. But I mean, if it was something like Diamond Kings or even even Topps Finest or Chrome or something like that, pulling them both in the same would be insane. Yeah, see, I've only pulled one. I've only pulled one Trout auto, and I've pulled a couple of his relics. They were just numbered out of 299, 399, 99, that kind of stuff. But we did pull the Trout auto out of Legacies of Baseball for Don actually. That was numbered out of 25. That was big. Oh, hang on one second, guys. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had a delivery. Dream baseball hits, not White Sox. Trout, Harper, Correa, Machado, and McCutchen, and then Bryant. You put Kutch above Bryant, huh? Okay, interesting. See, I've pulled the Bryant, I've pulled a Trout, I've not pulled a Harper, I've not pulled a Correa, I've not pulled a Machado, and I've pulled a McCutchen. So I'm as far as the breaks go, and even single boxes, I'm 3 of the 6 there. All right, guys, we're getting down there. Spots are moving. Let's finish this off. If you got buddies that want this kind of stuff, tag them and get them in. Be running another one. It'll be a little bit later tomorrow, but we are going to run another live stream tomorrow night. I have company in town that we're going out to dinner with. No, I'm not adding any more tonight. We haven't filled these up yet. The only way I'm gonna add any more cards to a night is if they all fill up. See, and I like McCutcheon as well. He's he's not one of the elite guys anymore. I agree with you there, but I still think he's a fun player to watch. Um, but no, as I was saying, John, we will not be adding anymore. That's what I was telling you earlier. Don't bother with if you want to jump off. Don't bother waiting for any changes like that because we're not adding. If all the cards in the Raz were moving quick, absolutely I'd be putting them up left and right for you guys. But obviously we're still sitting with the Goff that we started from last night, and the Parker is only half full as well. So over a 2 hour live stream to only get two done so far, it's not moving fast enough to warrant putting up any more. So my focus is going to be getting these two done. Getting these two done. There we go. All right, so we now have 6 on the Jabari Parker. All right, Goff still sitting at 5. Parker's at 6, so there's 4 spots left in Parker. Okay. if if we can get these two closed out tonight, then tomorrow, I should say, I'm going to put up 4 new cards, and they'll be ranged anywhere from $20 to roughly 100 to 120-ish at max. So we're going to have a little bit for everybody. So the $20 ones obviously are going to be $2 a spot, and up to a $12 per spot maximum. I think I'm going to add that Carson Wentz glove patch auto at a 25. I'm going to add that one for tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be. Yep, that's going to be one of the ones for tomorrow. And then. And then I'll find something else. Like I said, I'll find one or two in the 20 to. I'll find a couple in the $20 to $40 range, and then I'll find another one that's in the 60, 70-ish dollar range. And then, like I said, then I'll have the Carson Wentz patch auto. Yeah, that sounds good. That way, there's a little bit of everything. Oh, I do have this one from Gold Standard that just came via redemption. Uh, This one's a nice one. Basketball, Gold Standard, Dario Saric, numbered at a 49, Jumbo Relic Auto. Maybe I'll throw that one up there because I think I saw on eBay these were going around 40, 50 bucks. So maybe I'll do that one. And then, like I said, our next case break is going to end up being our preferred NFL. Get that one out of the way first, because that's been our longest standing planned break that we had to push back because of our internet woes. That's going to be a pick your team break, and we're going to have 8 entries from that will get into the absolute case break. So go pick your team on preferred and score yourself some cards and get yourself entered into absolute for free and score yourself some additional cards. As with all of our breaks, all cards ship. So anything that has base cards, they will all ship. So our absolute case break, all the cards will ship. All the base cards, parallels, relics, inserts, all that kind of stuff. Autos, whatever. Preferred does not have base cards. All the cards in Preferred, it's a 50 card case. All 50 cards are hits. 10 of those cards are booklets. All right, boom. Got one more spot sold. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sold. The Jabari Parker is left with 3 spots left. Three spots left for the Jabari Parker at $4 per spot. Who is grabbing those last 3 spots? So far, we've got Greg, Bob, Richard, Nathan, and Kevin, with a couple of those guys having 2 spots. Boom, closed it out. Look at that. Greg closing it out. All right, the Parker is full. All right, I'm going to go pull the button on the Parker. right, guys. Parker's full. Let's do it. I'm going to load up our list on random.org. All right, our list. Four. All right, all 10 spots are loaded. Okay, if you are new to our Razes, which this is only really our 5th Raz we've done. So how we do this, if you didn't read the rules on the website, we have a standard 6-sided Yahtzee die that we use, that we roll. This dictates how many times we are going to randomize our list. Now, that being said, we do not accept randomizations of 1. So if we roll a 1, we will re-roll. I'm making sure that you all understand that right now. We will never randomize a list 1 time. Never, ever, 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 ever. Ever. Okay? So we will roll this die. This die dictates how many times we're going to randomize our list. We use random.org for all of our random needs. So we will roll the die. That should be enough room for us. We will roll our standard 6-sided Yahtzee die. A 5, as you can see it there. A 5. So we are going to randomize our list 5 times. 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times. Yeah, I brought a little old school Booker T into that. Yes, I used to watch wrestling back in the day as well. Long time ago. All right, now up to our screen. Random.org, our list of combatants. There is all 10 names. We use random.org so you guys can see we are not full of crap. We are a licensed business. We do things legitimate here. We are not here to scam anybody. We are here to have fun. All right. We are going to randomize 5 times, starting 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and the last one. Are you guys ready? Here is your winner, Richard Hardy. Rich winning this one. So we've had 2 Riches win tonight. Rich is the lucky name. Rich is rich tonight. Congratulations, Richard. You've just won yourself that beautiful Jabari Parker 2015-16 Panini Gala on-card autograph number 18 of 30. Congratulations, Richard. All right, so that puts Richard on the winning board for us. Where did I put my pieces of paper? Uh-oh. There's no way I'm out of those things. Oh, here we go. That's why. That's why. I still had one attached from last night. Okay. Rich Hardy. All right. Rich wins the Jabari Parker. Congratulations, Rich. We have 1 left that we can do tonight. That is our Jared Goff. The Jared Goff is the last one up for the night. The Packers just cut Christine Michael. Wow. Not surprised. So those of you that are in for the Jared Goff, I'm going to give it another, well, I'll give it all unlimited time to fill it. But as far as tonight, before I go run out and walk the dog, I'm going to give it about another 15 minutes. Then I'm going to go walk the dog. So tonight, Anthony, Sweaty, Don, and Henry so far are in for the Jared Goff. Get a picture of the randomization list. Okay, so it is 8:10 Pacific time, and I don't believe, unless Anthony's still on, I don't believe anybody is still on for the that's in the Jared Goff. We're only half full on it anyways. I don't think Don is on at the moment. I haven't heard him all night. Sweaty is not on, and I haven't seen Henry, or as he has his tag on YouTube, Leonard. There we go. Sweaty is finally responding tonight. What was I saying? So we've got okay, now I need to try to keep track of what I'm doing with all the pictures. So Tyler won that one. All right. Okay. The last one for the night, if anybody's going to jump in this one still for tonight, is the Jared Goff 2016 Panini Absolute. Panini Absolute Rookie Premier Materials 5 swatch auto, numbered 5 of 5. 5 of 5. Jared Goff, 5 swatch auto rookie from Absolute. 5 of 5, 5 swatch. Okay. Where are we at still? 5 on the Goff available. So 5 of 5, 5 swatch Jared Goff rookie with 5 available spots. 5, 5, 5, 5. We need to change that. We need to get this in somebody's hands. Jared Goff. Well, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, and then I'm going to go walk the dog. I'm not going to pull the Goff. We will continue for another night if need be, because we're going to we're going to add more, we're going to add a few more cards to Raz tomorrow night. since we're going to do another test stream tomorrow night. Hopefully, it's probably going to be a little bit later tomorrow night, though, because I've got company in town. We're supposed to go have dinner tomorrow night, so it's going to be a little bit later. but we will still come back and live stream tomorrow night, because I've got to get tests, live stream tests done, so that I'm confident. Because, like I said, I'm not opening up a live stream for a case break until we are 100% positive that we will not have an issue live streaming. So, we're going to live stream tomorrow, just be a little bit later. Okay, so guys, I'm going to leave the live stream up, but I am going to go walk the dog. So I'll come back in and check. If the spots end up selling while I'm out walking the dog, then so be it. Okay. All right, I'm back in here. Also went and grabbed my mail. If anybody's still on, they're going to get a nice little bonus treat today because I've got a mail day. I got some of my redemptions from Panini. So the first one from Unparalleled, Kenneth Dixon, Relic Auto, and this one's numbered out of 199 there in the bottom corner. 64, 160, no, just 64 out of 199. So that just came in the mail today via redemption. That was from a while ago. That's been outstanding for 10 months. And then card number 2. Ooh, this one's a good one. Or potentially going to be a good one. Number 32 of 99. Purple Scope Panini Prism Laquan Treadwell. And this is a sticker auto, unfortunately. But Laquan Treadwell, numbered out of 99. 32 of 99. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. All right. Gotta find those redemptions now. I keep all redemption cards. It's kind of one of the things I guess you could say I'm a little anal about it. But I keep the original cards. There's the Kenneth Dixon. Which I should be having another couple Kenneth Dixons coming. I got a ton of Hunter Henrys in here. So for those of you who are Chargers fans who buy or who get stuff from us, you're gonna see a big amount of Hunter Henry autos coming. Dang, I see a lot of stuff in here. Holy cow. So we've got 2 Dak Prescotts, 2 Kenneth Dixons still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Hunter Henry autos that we're waiting on via redemption. 6. Yep. So, we got a lot of redemptions. No joke. A lot of redemptions. I'm going to show you guys something. If there's anybody that's even still on right now. Over the last, year and a half, this is just the redemptions that we have pulled in the last year and a half. I should say these are just the ones that have gotten here. This is just what we've pulled and have arrived. So we still have another 30 plus, I think actually closer to 40, that have not arrived yet. But that's the stack of redemptions that we have pulled that have been redeemed. So this is what we've gotten. So these are the draft pick cards from 2013-14 Intrigue. They're not autographs. They're just a draft pick exchange. So that's how many of those we've pulled. And we're going to start with the back of our lot here. We're going to start with the tops. These are all the tops redemptions that we pulled throughout that time. So all these, this is all tops redemptions that we've gotten over the last year and a half. And these have all been redeemed. Some of them obviously been replaced, as you see writing on them. I keep notes for when they replace stuff, what we got for it. So then here's the Panini stuff. This is all Panini redemptions. This is what you go through when you're a breaker and you have spots that don't fill. And then still this stack yet. So this is all stuff again, and there's replacements because they couldn't fulfill certain things. So this is all stuff that we have redeemed as a breaker. So you guys want to talk about unfilled spots being worth it? Trust me. A lot of the times when the spots don't fill, we end up with a fair amount of cards, redemptions included. Now, it drives me crazy getting redemptions. Me personally, I should say me as a business, because it's harder for me to sell a redemption to recoup value. I don't like selling the redemption cards because the redemption card does not yield as much value. So once it's redeemed, a different story. That's why I always redeem redemptions before I'll sell them, because it's just smarter as a business. There's the Goff that is still available. Okay, so I'm going to step away from the live stream again. I don't even know if anybody's still watching, but I'm going to go get some other stuff done. We're leaving it on as a test, so it's going to continue to run. Fear not, it is not broken. All right, 3 hours. We're going to shut it down so far. Send our results in. If you're still watching, thanks for joining us tonight. If you're not watching,